What's going on, everyone? Dare here, and welcome to the Stanley Parable, the Ultra Deluxe version, I guess, of the Stanley Parable. This is by no means a new game, but I've never played it, and will be going through completely blind, just like I do with most of the games on my channel. I feel like with just how much I enjoyed Portal, I'd probably enjoy another puzzle game like it, which I believe this is kind of in the same vein, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoy it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my content. Both things thoroughly help out the channel. And let's see what this game is all about.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Cool.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
What?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Can we talk about the fact that, whoa. Stanley has an office? We're just gonna, this sensitivity is way too freaking high. We're just gonna have to deal with it. But Stanley has an office, so he pushes his buttons to whatever, like it said, like they push I for 4 seconds or something like that. He must do it very well to have his own office. Can I pick stuff up? I cannot. Okay. 429, 428.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mean, it could be like Saturday. What time is it? 12:21. Where the hell's the meeting room? 4:20.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Okay, so that's not the meeting room. It's the ladder. Someone spilled their coffee. I hate Mondays. Okay. Kind of creepy, honestly.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Psych!
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. I like this narrator. What's that way? Can I not just go into random rooms?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just
sure.
to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Now I want to break stuff. Don't tell me how to live my life, narrator.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yep.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I'm glad he recognizes that. Alright, let's keep going before he starts yelling at me.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. No, I don't think I will.
But I kind of want to go ahead. Now I want to go ahead.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I mean, this is kind of cool. Okay, so the door's shut behind me. That van's on.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Okay.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult,
Yep.
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Okay.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
But who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Okay.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who? Creepy as hell. What?
No. Hard pass.
I ain't going in there. Do I gotta go in there? Give me a flashlight.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
But
If
it's
you
ringing.
can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What the hell? Hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Kinda.
They want to commit their life to you.
That's rude.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What? I don't think I will.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
God dang it. Debated.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Plus Y on your keyboard. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Do I have to push T? Can I push something else? I have to push T.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay.
And so he began to fantasize about
Where's the
his own
TV?
job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
What the hell is going on?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
So what happens if I don't push the button now? How long do I have to wait? Or is that, I mean, do I have to? I mean, there's a clock for a reason, right?
One eternity later.
Maybe not.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the hell is going on? Oh. Okay. Is it gonna be on a loop? Is that the game?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So we'll go back through here, and I guess we'll actually go to the meeting room this time?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. What's in there? Nothing? Nothing in there. Ooh, what the hell? So freaking bright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Did that slide just change? To do, synergize core value expenditures, shift global market parade, I don't know. Monetize free to play. Gross. What do people want? Things. Happy feelings. Violet James, you're fired. Money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things plus money. We have our new product. Cool. The stock market is somewhere here. Colored in segment, stripes. Requires more secondary research. What is hot? Target demographic, teenagers. Profits, 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 profits. Teenagers. Size of demographic. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percents. We need more or less reviews. 402 plus 405 want to get rid of the death sport portion of the primary review schedule, but I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. Charts need to be more helpful to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, some sort of child trap. Cool. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Huh, mergers, ideas development. Group. Cabal planning. These look like just my boards at work. The future is yesterday, tomorrow is now. Targets, push for funding for R&D and new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Damn it, Chris, get out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... Cool.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I want to go down, though. Everything compels me to go down. Executive bathroom. To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Fancy. No mirror? I mean, there is a mirror. I can't see it. Okay. Creepy doors. Damn, this dude's office is insane. What the hell? What? Business strategy? What the hell am I looking at? What the fuck? Oh, the poor panda. I am the most expensive boss. I'm a tool.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Where's the keypad?
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What does that say? Carte Blanca et Mont Blanc. Sewage Lilies by Claude Money. Huh. This is a pretty nice office. It is indeedy. Okay, hello? Dink. I don't want to go that way. What's this way? Can I get a flashlight, please? It's getting kind of spooky, honestly. Going down.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ooh. Sparky Sparks.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Do I want to escape? Nah, we gotta go in. We gotta see what's in the mind control facility.
The lights rose on an enormous
Holy
room
shit.
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I mean, we gonna. Charles Xavier in here? What's that do? Turns on the cameras. Looks like that's the button we're pushing.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Holy
their true
shit.
nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Who was fired? 104 was fired. 601 was fired. I wonder if that matters. .401 and 601. No, there's another one. 104. Little dyslexia popping out. Ooh, what's going on with 234 up there? .234 is messed up. 104 and 601. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Probably.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Did I though?
He would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Am I though? Nobody's here. Oh, how do I get up there? Can I get up the stairs? What's up there? And what's this? No? 2? What's that do? The hell does that do? Apparently nothing. Everybody's... Wait, is everybody offline? It looks like everybody's offline. I think I probably have to go into facility power. Huh. Okay. All looks the same. Nothing's really popping out at me. Awaiting input. Dude, do I want to turn
at
on?
last he found the source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Nah, fine. Did I win? Is that game over?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Is it?
Yes. He had won.
Did I?
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Okay.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I don't think I will. Do I have to? Damn, it's my only option? I need to know.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I'm not happy. Damn, I beat the game? For real? I just got the achievement. Okay, I imagine we just do this over and over again, and there's probably a bunch of endings and definitely different ways to go. I mean, there was that escape path. There's so many branching hallways. Yeah, we're gonna dive back into this. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my content. Let me know down in the comments. What's your thoughts on Stanley Parable? It's actually, I mean, it's really, really cool. I feel like the narrator talks a lot to the point that I feel like I'm not talking very much, but I think that's also part of the game. But anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I'll see you all in the next one. Check you later.